Hello, I made this mini junk journal using some pieces of cardboard, like a very thin piece of cardboard, some beautiful prints like on cardstock. I print them myself. I made them myself, the prints and the designs. But anyways, um, let's see the details of this project because there were some things that I didn't like and um, there were some things, of course, the project as a whole, I think, was a pretty good idea, but I think the inside could have been better. So here I'm just basically putting together the cover and the back. The cover, as you can see, I closed it using a piece of ribbon that I attached between the cardstock and the cardboard because we're going to then make a small hole in the cardstock before like closing or like finishing the cover. We're going to make a little hole in the cardstock and going to pass through that small hole the ribbon so then we can close it. And here there's a big jump because I thought it was recording, but it was not recording, and I went to drink water, and when I came back I noticed um, nothing was recorded from like the part where I make the hole, and here I'm basically explaining, or because this is voiceover, of course. So I try to explain that I used a a cutter or what's the name? It's like it's like a tool that you can use to X-Acto knife, yeah, to make precise cuts, and that's how I managed to pass the ribbon through the cardstock and then complete the cover and the back. And here, as you can see, I already have like the inside part because this is an accordion junk journal, and the accordion part I made it with um, craft paper. Yes, I was thinking, because of the color of the craft paper, that I would like it that way. And indeed, I like the color, but it really didn't end up liking the idea, like the material, because it was feeling a little bit flimsy on my hands, and I didn't like that. And here you can see, like, I'm just like placing some pockets and some side pockets and other stuff because as you can see, it really hurt me that I lost that footage. It really hurt me that I lost that footage of like making the cover and the back because that's the important part basically. And and just in case you need to know, I made the whole covers, the cover and the back. I made them, or I glued all the thing together using cold cold silicone because I think that way it's going to be more durable with time. And maybe you don't see it here, that's why I didn't like the craft paper, because even though the cover and back feel really nice on my hands because it's thick and just beautiful, the interior it's flimsy. I have to say the craft paper really holds everything together pretty well, but it still doesn't feel that good to me. Maybe you can use like white paper, like office paper, or maybe cardboard of some kind. I don't know. I'm even thinking like maybe doing this project again because I really didn't like the results, like the inside. That's the part that I didn't like as much. I also would have liked to use um, like the prints I used for the inside. I used too many, and even though I like them all, I think all them together was not a good idea. And I think if I had used maybe like one or two to make the pockets and things like that, just with one, it would have been more cohesive. I think that's just my idea. Maybe you like it this way, like using different papers. That's great. And I think that actually, if you make the accordion part, the zigzag part of the inside with maybe white cardstock or something like that, using for the pockets, using different prints, it's going to actually look much better, just my opinion. Okay, so let's talk about this junk journal, because I was thinking when I was thinking about it, because when I made this, I already had like everything planned, like the size. By the way, the size is between 7.5 by 6 centimeters, just in case that's the size of the cardboard that I use as a base. And this project, I thought that it could be something like a gift. Maybe you don't see it as a gift, but I was thinking that maybe making it like an album for like a small photographs or memorabilia, and like for memorabilia, or maybe for a trip, from a trip or something like that. I don't know. I was thinking also like a small letter. I don't know, a teeny tiny letter. I think that's kind of cute. I like the idea. And you can put all those things inside, and it can be something really special. I really like the idea. That's what I was thinking. Also, you can use this to put it inside a gift. Maybe if you give something, you can put this inside. That's other thing that you can do. And okay, so basically in this part of the video, I'm just like assembling everything together, because I already had all the materials like pre-cut, or most of them pre-cut, and like the tags I was going to use, I already had them prepared. And basically I just finished everything and put it inside. I also made like a small teeny tiny notebook. This has everything. I have to that's why, I liked the project as a whole. It's just that maybe the prints I used, it could have been different. I don't know. That's maybe the only part that I didn't like. But what I liked the most was actually like how it like puts everything together, and when you open it, you have all these things inside. That's why I thought like adding pictures, it's a great idea, because that way you can like put everything inside, and when people open, it's like a lot of stuff. I really like that. Okay, so here I'm just basically okay, here I'm just like, yeah, putting everything inside. And but other thing that I would have done differently, it's the ribbon that I used. I think because of the print I used for the outside part of the cover, a purple ribbon would have been a better choice, in my opinion. Um, but anyways, I really don't know. I'm not sure, but I was thinking in making this project again, because maybe just making a little like some changes, it can be better. But I really liked it at the end. I really liked it, and I was thinking at the beginning in gifting it away to someone, but now I think, oh, maybe it can, stay here at home. Maybe I will do something else. Um, in this one, maybe I would repeat it and do something a little bit different, for the inside. I really loved the print. I wasn't sure it was going to work well, but I really liked it. It turned out to be pretty beautiful. By the way, I made the print for the for the covers. There is like a yellow square one that it's not that visible, but also pretty beautiful. So this is almost the end of the video. I really hope you enjoy it, and maybe that you take some ideas from this project. Please comment below what you think about it, what you liked and didn't like. And just as I did, I try to be honest with myself. I didn't like the inside as much, but I think the idea of it all, it's pretty good for a gift, or I don't know, to just like save some important memorabilia. So let me know what you think, and thank you for watching. Bye.